Okay, so I think we're going to be going to hand 4-1 in just a moment. Let's take a look on our other page here. So, okay, that was the hand we just played, was slide number 15. That was hand 2-4, and we can take 12 tricks. Be sure that we unblock, meaning be sure we play this king of clubs from the short side, the high card from the short side. Then we can get up to the other hand, and we have no problems at all. Okay, so one no trump opening bid, 15 to 17 points is what we like to do, and balanced hand. And how many points to make game? 25 points. Okay, so if we have 25 points and we're opening 15 to 17, if we're at the low end, if we're 15, how many points does our partner have? We have to subtract. How many points does our partner have if we open one no trump with 15? Our partner needs to have 10 points. Remember, we have 15 to 17. If we had just barely 15 and our partner has 10, that's 25 points to make the game. Are you okay with that? So if I open one no trump and you've got 10 points, say 3 no trump and we want our game bonus. Okay. What if I have the high end? What if I happen to have 17 points? How many points does my partner need? 8 points. Okay. And what if we have 0 to 7 points? What do we bid? We bid pass. Now, earlier I said, well, if you've got 6 points, make a response. Well, that was in one club, one diamond, one heart, or one spade. But if you're in one no trump, there's no reason to make a bid if you're not going to have a chance. Now, remember the one club, one diamond, one heart, one spade. Our partner could have all the way to 21 points. We don't know. But when they open one no trump with 15 to 17, if you've got 10, you bid game. Remember that PIG? The G for game. If you've got 10, your partner's got 15. If you've got 8 points or 9 points, you invite. If you've got 0 to 7, you pass. Unless, as you said, you have a really long suit somewhere. You know, if let's say you've got no points and you've got 7 spades, not even a 10. Your hand's going to take a lot of points if it's in spades, right? But if it's in one no trump, your hand's not going to do a thing. They're going to be running their long suits. Okay. So, on the responses to one no trump, with 0 to 7 pass, with 8 to 9 invite, bidding 2 no trump. With 10 to 15 points, bid a game, and we want that 300 or 500 point bonus, whether you're non-vulnerable or vulnerable. And with 16 to 17 points, you can go 4 no trump, a special bid. Why else would you go beyond 3 no trump? You don't get extra points. You know, it's just you get more risk. So, you know, if I bid 3 no trump, I get a game bonus. If I bid 4 no trump, I still get my game bonus, but I could go down if I don't make an extra trick. Same with 5. So there'd be no reason other than to say, I've got this special hand and I'm interested. If you're up at the high end, then go to slam. Okay. I mentioned we like to have 8 cards in a major suit. If we do, we don't want to play in no trump. We want to instead play in a suit contract. And Sam Stamen, he came up with a really neat way back, I guess in the 40s, to say, I want to ask you if you have a 4-card major. I have a 4-card major. Do you have a 4-card major? He said, well, what bid would I use to do that? It has to be something more than one no trump. What's the first bid beyond one no trump? 2 clubs. And so that is what's called the Stamen bid. It's not a natural bid, it is a conventional artificial bid. And it's because it's used ubiquitously by everybody in the world. You don't have to alert it, you know, everybody just knows, oh, it's a Stamen. It's a good old Sam Stamen bid. And if you look in your handouts, I'm sure it says up by the front about, yes, in the lower left-hand page of that plastic overlay, you see where it says Stamen, the plastic page, lower left. When your partner opens one no trump, and I like the way that Pat Harrington said CDHS. said, could you have a 4-card major? 2 clubs, could you? So you're asking your partner, 2 clubs, do you have a 4-card major? It's an artificial bid. If your partner has a 4-card major, they name it. They have 4 hearts. They bid it. If they have hearts and spades, they still start with hearts. If they don't have 4 hearts, but they have 4 spades, they take 2 spades. Yes, partner, I do have 4 spades. Or yes, partner, I do have 4 hearts. Or 2 diamonds. Don't have. D for don't have. So that is the responses to the one no trump. And you normally do this when you have 8, 9 points or more. Could be 30 points you have, who knows? Well, not 30. Could have 20 points. So that's what the statement bid is. We'll get more into that later. Don't worry about it now, but just be aware is that other than just playing a no trump, which we're doing tonight, at some point we're going to take a look and we're going to say, can we find an 8-card major fit? It's easier to get game when you have 4-4 in a major than it is in 3 no trump, and that's why we do that. So when we can get an 8-card fit in the majors, hearts or spades, we do that, and that's what that's all about.
The last line there, 3
Yeah, so we didn't really the same inquiry. So if you open 2 no trump, and I go 3 clubs, no, I'm not supposed to say 3 clubs, 3 clubs. That means I'm asking if you have a 4-card major. Ergo, I must have a 4-card major, hearts or spades. And if you don't have one, then you say 3 diamonds. You can't say 2 diamonds because it has to be something over my 3 clubs. But if you do have one in hearts, you say 3 hearts. And now if I say 3 no trump, then it means I didn't have 4 hearts. But why did I ask? I must have 4 spades. That's how that would work. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at the next hand. We're not going to actually play this hand, but I want you to take a look at this example because you ask, well, what if you have a long suit? Well, we're going to have to learn how to deal with hands like this. How many points does this hand have over in West? How many high card points? 16, right? 2 aces, that's 8. 2 kings and another queen, that's another 8. 8 and 8 is 16. Is it balanced hand? Yes, it has 1 doubleton. That's okay. We're nice. Even if it didn't have a king here, if you had an ace, king 4 times here, and it just had 2, I'd still call it a balanced hand. So yeah, it would open 1 no trump, 16 points. Good. This person might be tempted to bid, but really they have hardly any points. They've only got 6 points, and I don't know if I'd give them distribution. This suit's just not that great. I wouldn't get in the front of a railroad track when you know somebody's got a third of the points in the deck. I would pass. I'd think, well, maybe my partner, if they've got a couple of good clubs, maybe we can promote our suit before they promote theirs. So I'd pass. How about this person? What are they? How many points do they have? I'll let you answer. How many? 9 points? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. At least I'm happy that it's got the 10. I'd probably count this, who knows, 9, 10. And we might even have some distribution points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They might even have some distribution points here. So if this person went 2 no trump, would you say you're at the high end or low end here? You're kind of in between, aren't you? You're 16. I don't know if I'm high or I'm low. I'd say, well, I've got all primary honors. I'm going to go to 3. I like my hand better when I have aces and kings. I'd go 3. And what would they lead against our 3 no trump contract? What suit do you think they would lead from here? They would lead their clubs. Now, when we don't have a solid sequence like Queen, Jack, 10, we normally need our 4th from our longest and strongest. That's just the normal way. So we would normally lead a 7 of clubs. And then this would come down with the dummy over here. And this person would be, you always want to say, thank you, partner. I don't know. They're going to say, why didn't you bid hearts, partner? We haven't learned about how to bid hearts yet. So they would be forced on the 7 to play the 9. Over here, you always want to be respectful of your partner and play 3rd hand high. So if they played 7, I guess I'd go up with my king. And this person is like, okay, I'll take it with my ace. Now they've won the trick. And what are they going to try to promote? What suit? They want to promote this heart suit, correct? They'd love to get all those tricks. So they will unblock by playing the king of hearts first and then playing a low heart to those. So they'll play the king of hearts. And this person plays low, play a low from over here. And this person wins with the ace. And what should they come back in? Clubs, yeah. If you're riding with them, you don't want to walk home. You better come back in your partner's suit, right? So you come back in a club. So you come back in a club, and this ace is gone, a club, and this person sees, well, there's nothing left in the dummy. That's been played. So they can win. And before you know it, they've won 4 clubs, an ace of diamonds, and an ace of hearts. How many is that? That's 6 tricks. If you won 6, that means the opponent's only got 7. Well, what the heck? You didn't make your game. You have about 25 points. Why didn't you make it? Because you shouldn't be in a no-trump contract. It's like you said, you should be in a heart contract. So you would need to, after one no-trump, make a bid like 3 hearts. Not 2 hearts, but 3 hearts. Say, partner, I know you've got at least 2. You open one no-trump. I've got 6. 8 is a partnership, as we belong in this suit. 3 hearts, and go to 4, unless you've got a really bad hand, bad 15. If you got 16, 17, go 4 hearts. How do we do in 4 hearts? Wasn't going to talk about Trump, but we're going to look at this one. They lead the 7 of clubs once again to the 9. Now we're kind of happy. Look at this. You're only going to lose 1 trick here. This person goes up with the king. You win with the ace. Are you going to lose any club tricks? No. No. How about from this hand's perspective? If you've got the ace, they don't lose any club tricks, do they? Right? The ace will take it. So this hand will not lose any clubs. How many diamonds will this hand lose? Just to the ace, right? They will lose 1 trick, lose none in clubs. They'll lose 1 diamond to the ace. How many do they lose in hearts? 1. They lose to the ace of hearts there also. So those red aces are going to get them. That gives 1, 2, lose nothing here. How many in this hand do they lose? None. These are all good, especially when your partner's got the ace. So if you were playing in 4 hearts and you only lose 2 tricks, you'll make 11 tricks, right? 11 of the 13. You only need to have 10 tricks to make your game. Remember we said 4 level of the major. So this is a classic hand where when your partner opens one no trump and you know they have at least 2 or more, I've got 6, we belong in a heart contract. So this would be the type of a hand where even though your partner is balanced, it's up to you to go ahead and name the suit. All right?
Why wouldn't you do 2 hearts?
Well, it turns out that there is another guy besides Sam Stamen, Oswald Jacoby, and he said, you know, it normally plays a trick better if my partner, who's the strong hand, is the one who names the suit rather than me naming heart suit. So I'm going to make this cool little deal. If I have hearts, I'm going to say 1 suit less, and I'll make him say hearts. So when I say diamonds, it's like, wink, wink, you got to bid hearts, whether you want to or not. I'm in control. I know you've got 15 to 17. I know you've got at least 2 in my suit. So it goes 1 no trump, and this person says 2 diamonds, and this person says transfer. You have to say it out loud. I mean, it's Oswald Jacoby's transfer to hearts. And then it goes to pass, and this person, like it or not, they have to do 2 hearts. Except my mother. She says, well, but I only had 2. I didn't want to bid it. No, you have to do it. You have to do the transfers there, right? So you say 2 hearts, and then this goes pass, and this person can either say 3 hearts or 4 hearts, and that's the way they do it. But the way the book will show for the newcomers, you're not allowed to know this until maybe 3 months from now. They'll say, just bid 2 hearts if you want to play in 2 hearts, and bid 3 hearts if you want to, force game. in either hearts or no trump. And so they have a different way because they don't want to teach you the Jacobi transfers yet. But if you get the notion of Jacobi transfers, is if you want your partner to bid hearts when they've opened one no trump, then you bid 2 diamonds. And if you had a bunch of spades, 5 spades or more, then you would say 2 hearts, partner, 2 hearts. And your partner will bid 2 spades. Does that make sense? No. That's why they don't teach it, see, for newcomers, see, but that's the way it works, okay? But we know about if you have a 4-card major, not a 5, then you just use Sam Stamen's 2 club bid. Yes?
You mentioned the term blocking or unblocking.
Correct.
Can you explain
Okay, well, let's imagine that we were in a no-trump contract here. And let's imagine that we didn't really have a lot of entries in this suit. We can see we got good entries here. The only way we could run a lot of tricks in this suit is to somehow get to this hand. I can't just say, when I have 1 in this hand, I can't say, well, start playing those hearts, partner. You have to have a card. And if you don't have cards to get over there, you can't promote it. So if it was, say, a 7 of clubs to the 9 of clubs to the king of clubs to the ace of clubs, and I played a low heart to the queen, and it holds. They don't take the ace. Well, that's pretty cool. And then you play another heart, and you play your king, and now they take it, and you can't get in this suit. Let's say you didn't have these nice cards, then you'll have no way to get to that hand. So what we did, we played the high card from the hand that's shorter. We played the king to start, and then we played an 8 over to this side to get transportation that way.
They played the king and they took it to the ace?
Yes. They knocked the ace out of the way, and then the 8 will start making a bunch of tricks. And that's what we did, was we unblocked, we had transportation. And sometimes we want to do the same to the declare. We look at the dummy and we see this long suit and we want to disrupt their communication, and they want to disrupt ours. So turnaround is fair play. Okay, we're going to go to number 20, and this is hand 4-2. And so who do you think would be the one to open 1 no trump? What's over in west on this hand? Are they balanced? Yes. What's their shape? 4-3-3-3. How many points have they? 3 aces is 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. I like there's a 10. I don't count it for any extras. So 1 no trump. Pass. How many points over here by the responder? 3, 6, 9, 10. Do they have enough for game? 25 points for game. Partners 15 to 17. They have at least 15. They have no more than 17. We have 10. Yes. Do we want to use a 2-club statement bid? No, because we don't have a 4-card measure. We don't care if our partner does have a 4-card measure. We're not interested. We'll just bid 3 no trump, won't we? Okay. Let's see if I have that hand down here. I think so. That's 4-2. Low deal, 4-2. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it's 3 no trump in the west. Who's the opening leader? If this is the no trump, who leads? North, the left of the declarer. We want to go last. We declared no trump. We're the first one to have bid it. We bid 1 no trump. Our partner did 3. They have the higher one, but we named the suit first. What should they lead? Yeah, the king. They have a sequence suit there. Yeah, we want to go ahead and start promoting our suit before they promote theirs. Oh, these opponents are such contrarians. So the king of hearts is played. A 2. The dummy is laid down. They expose all cards, alternate black, red, highest, nearest them, lowest away. And we say on behalf of the dummy, would you please play low or play the 2? Or in duplicate, they just say play. Play means I assume that you will want the low card. They play the 2. This place in purse is 7. and we win it with the ace. We say, uh-oh, we've got no more stoppers and hearts, do we? So, all right, and it looks like this person must have a sequence suit. They played the king. We're starting to think about, okay, that's what the opponents are doing. And what's our strategy to get our 9 tricks? Right, our book of 6 plus 3 more. We said 3 no trump. We want that 300-point bonus, or if we're vulnerable, we want that 500-point bonus, plus 40 for the first trick after 6 and 30 for the others. So what's our play strategy? What's our best suit? Do we have an 8-card suit? No. Do we have 7-card suits? Yes. Do we have 7-card suits with 4 honors? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish we had an 8-card suit, but I'll settle for a 7. So we're going to start trying to do something in this suit to promote our suit, and they're going to try to promote the heart suit.
So can I just ask, why did they lead with the King of Hearts?
They led with the King of Hearts for 2 reasons. One, they want to take extra tricks. They have a long sequence suit. That means at least 3 that are touching honors. A King, Queen, Jack. A Queen, Jack, 10. Something like that. They're trying to flesh out the ace, and then the partner knows is, well, you better not be laden from a King Doubleton. That would be kind of silly. You'd lose to the ace, and then the next one. You better have something in that suit if you're leading from a sequence. So you're telling your partner also, hey, partner, here's where to get me. And if you happen to be a thinking bridge player, which you will be after some time, you'll start to have all kinds of inferences. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this. Why? Because it goes like this. This person has 15 to 17. They have 16 on average. We look over here and we see 10. That's 26. That leaves how many points from 40? 14. How many points do I have here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of 14. Ergo, how many points does my partner have? 7, approximately. How many points do you see down here? 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Look at all those inferences you can make in a 3 no trump contract when you see the dummy. You know this person has 16. You saw the 10 here. Everybody can look at this hand. You look at yours. You say, well, okay, 16 about, and here's another 10, 26. That leaves 14. If I've got 0, my partner's got 16. If I've got 16, my partner's got 0. If I've got 17, hey, my partner's got about what I do. Then you go, no, you can't do that. But you're starting to sniff. You wonder, where's my partner's points? Okay? You see how that works? There's a lot of things if you can do a little addition and subtraction in this game, which makes the game so exciting. So you want it, and now you're going to want to try to promote the diamond suit, I guess. Okay, so we come out with the queen. Notice how I'm playing the high card from the shorter side. I have other entries, but I'm still kind of like, I'd rather play it's just good hygiene. So we're going to play the queen. We knocked out the ace. Okay. Oh, they're a good partner. What did they come back in? A heart. Now, why did they play the 9 rather than the 8? Well, when you get to be really good at this game, you show a high and a low. It says you have 2 left in the suit. Wow. If you have 3 in the suit, you play a low and then a higher suit. Now, that's advanced stuff, isn't it? But you can actually say how many cards you have left in the suit by whether you, because everybody says, well, just play the 8. Well, the 8 or 9 doesn't matter, but if you play the 9 and the 8, you're saying, I have 3 in the suit. I played 1 and I have 2 left. Don't have to learn this in this class, but people in this room, they're paying attention to all those cards. Something new for you guys probably, right? So don't worry about it. But okay, so they won the 10. Now, did they win the queen or the jack? No, they played the lowest. They started off with the highest, but they win with the lowest of equals. There's no reason for them to play the queen. Okay, so they won the 10. And then what are they going to play? They're going to take those hearts. They promoted the heart suit. They played the jack. Did everybody follow? 3 times played. 3 times 4 is 12. There's 1 left, and we've got it. Okay, and we just have to pitch, right? We can no longer play hearts, so we slough or we pitch, whatever you want to call it. We say, well, these clubs, we only want the ace-king. We're interested in the diamond suit. Okay, so we're not going to pitch a diamond suit from this hand. We need that trick. All right. And, Okay, there's the king of clubs and the king of diamonds. We promoted that suit. The jack of diamonds, and oh, how about that? That fourth one, it's just an 8. But that's won a trick, hasn't it? Wasn't that nice? Okay, now we can take our ace of spades, ace of clubs, king of spades, queen of spades. And how many tricks did we make? Right down here, 9. Is that how many we needed? Yes, we made our 3 no-trump contract. Now, I showed something this morning. It just kind of came out of the blue. But wasn't it nice that they didn't have 5 hearts here in that hand? Or they might have actually set us, right? They were 4 and 4, or 4 and 3. You see we had 4 and 1 and 3. Well, let's go ahead and give them an extra one. Let's say we're going to modify the deal. And we're going to move a heart over there. Oh, thank you, Michael. And now we have to give them something. We'll give them a diamond, maybe. Okay, still 3 no-trump in the West. Oh, we like that, don't we, now? We can get an extra trick. So we start off with the king of hearts. And what do you want to do from the West hand? You'd think so. But do you notice what it says here? If you do, it's a loser. If you play one of these 2, it's a winner. How can that be? What's going on here? It's a winner. If you do this, you can make your contract and even get an over trick. Why is that? Well, there's a person up in Napa. He is a bridge teacher. He's also does bridge cruises. In fact, he has hundreds of other people that he's the bridge agent for. He hires people to go on cruises. And the friend that I used to help with bridge on cruise ships hired her. And so he invented this thing called the Rule of 7. And I was showing that earlier today. He says, when the opponents are trying to promote their suit, sometimes you can disrupt the communication. Remember how sometimes we got blocked on one hand? Well, we want to block the opponents on the one hand also. So what he said was, if you take a look at the cards in the suit, how many cards do we have in the heart suit? I'm going to start over again here. How many cards do we have in the heart suit? 5. So he says, take the number of the cards in the suit, subtract from 7, and that's how many times you should duck. Wow, that's kind of obtuse. So let's see what happens. So we go ahead and duck one time, let them have it, and they say, well, great, thank you. We play again. And look, we have to duck a second time, don't we? If we play the ace, it's not going to work. So we duck a second time. And now they play the third time. And they play the 9. Do you notice how the south hand has no more hearts to get back to the north hand? Now we've won the ace because we used the Rule of 7. Now we go ahead and play our queen of diamonds like we did before. And if they do not have the ace in this hand, 50% chance, then when this person wins the ace, they no longer have a heart to go back. If we would have won the first or second trick, wouldn't they have had a heart? Because they had 3 initially, right? So do you see how Jerry Fox's idea of using the Rule of 7 to say, well, if we have 5, then we should hold back 2 times. 5 from 7 leaves 2. And he mathematically worked it out, which is pretty cool. That will not be covered in this course. I just bring it up from the standpoint of it's good to kind of have some knowledge about we're trying to promote a suit, they're trying to promote a suit. We sometimes get blocked in our hand. Maybe we can block them in their hand. That's the point of that one. Do you want to take a moment for a break, or you just want to keep going to the end?